Hi everyone, I'm Alessandro, welcome back to Mr. Weasel Art, and today it's time to draw a character in a weird way, so let's get Goku from the Dragon Ball series. So leave a like, subscribe, and let's go! Alright, so here we have an image of Goku, and I wrote down some of his main characteristics. So he wears these martial art clothes. With no sleeves, this orange one, and then he's got a t-shirt underneath that, this blue one right here. He's got these shoes, martial art shoes or boots. He's a strong athletic type. He has a dark pointy hair which goes all over the place, so it's not how can I say, it's not an organized hair. He's got a flying cloud here. It doesn't appear, but I don't remember the exact name of his yellow cloud, which only good people can ride it. So if you're a person which has bad intentions, you cannot ride his cloud. So he's happy and kind of goofy, and he's really skilled in martial arts. One of the strongest characters, I think, in cartoons, in animes. He used to have a tail. He's an alien with a human form. He's a Saiyan. And he can transform. So I don't know if I'm going to use all of these characteristics, but these are the ones that are going to guide me through the whole painting. So now let's start painting the weird version of Goku. I think his name is Kakaroto, so I think I'm going to call him Kaka Weirdo or something like that. So let's go. Alright, so as always, I start my drawings and paintings with a sketch to find the right proportions and also the gesture of the characters. In this case, you can see that I'm using really dark lines here. And that's something that you should not actually do if you are drawing on a paper, because then it's going to be a lot more difficult for you to erase something if you need to. But here I can just lower the opacity of this sketch layer, as you can see here. And so if you do this on a computer, there's actually no problem. The problem is if you sketch something like this on a paper. As you can see here, I'm using these lines to define the form of the character, and this is not actually line art. Line art actually requires the lines to change its, let's say, its weight. Sometimes they are going to be thinner, sometimes they are going to be thicker, and then depends on the emphasis that you want to give to a certain part of the drawing, and also the shadow areas and other things too. So this is not line art, this is just something to indicate the forms of the character. So Goku has a pointy hair all over the place, so I decided to give him a spiky hair type. And I also changed his face. I didn't like the proportions that of the first one that I made. And also there are two characteristics that I did not mention in my notations, which are he's got big eyebrows and also a small chin. So those are also characteristics of the way that characters are drawn in Dragon Ball, but I decided to exaggerate them a little bit more here. I actually had no idea of what to draw in the backside of his clothes, so I decided to go for a hot dog. The reason for that is actually just unknown. I have no idea why I did that, but I think it's more nonsense like this. And his shoes are not actual fighting shoes, they are just some formal shoes with socks that go till his knees. After finishing all of the forms of Kakawirdo's body and his cloud, I decided to draw a background that I will change later, and I also decided to go directly for full color. And I'm using the not the same colors exactly as the anime, but similar ones, because I just think they are actually really good and they will remind more the viewer that this is a weird version of Kakaroto. The cool thing about making these videos about weird versions of characters is that I always learn something new by analyzing the original drawings from the original characters, and it is also a great way to test myself and see if I can create something in the universe which is not, let's say, my universe, the things that I would create by myself. And again, the colors that I'm choosing here, as you can see, I open up the HSV menu and I try to find a color that suits this painting, and something which is similar or closer to what we have on the anime. One of the characteristics of Goku was that he used to have a tail and he can transform. So I decided to create a different tail which reminds his hair when he becomes a Super Saiyan. Now in this part I decided you'll see that I will cut the video and the background will appear painted in the grayscale, as you can see right now. And the reason for that is I decided to remove those mountains because I think they were not really good. I wasn't finding something that was fitting this painting really well, so I decided to go only for the sky. So as you can see, I deleted the mountains and now I'm working on the sky on the background, and I'm using only the value scale. And the reason for that is I'm going to assign color using gradient maps, so that is going to create like a different art style, just like what we have in the anime, which the background has a different art style than the characters. And now, as you can see, I'm painting all of the shadows, and the way I'm doing that is by creating a new layer above all of the color layers, and I set this new layer to multiply, and then I choose one gray value and I paint all of the shadows using only this gray value, and all of the layers which are below this shadow layer, they are going to be darkened up in the areas where I paint. So that's how I create these simple shadows, and also I want them to represent the forms on Kakaweirdo's body and also his cloud. And now here on his cloud, I'm painting the shadows in a way that transmit an idea of softness. And now I'm retouching the clouds to make them also feel more soft and more, let's say, more round and loose, just like a cloud should actually be. And now I'm using gradient maps to assign color to the sky. And as you can see here, there is a transition from a lighter blue to a more, let's say, intense and vivid blue from bottom to top of the painting area. And also I'm drawing the shadows of the clouds, and I'm going to use gradient maps to also assign a color to these shadows. And now we are almost finished with this one, and to wrap everything up, I'm just painting some highlights on Kakaweirdo's body, on his shoes, and also on his cloud, and that's it. So what do you think of this guy? I don't know if he really looks like a hero, but he seems to have superpowers, I think. Alright, so that's Kakaweirdo for you. So I really think that could really use this character in the Dragon Ball series. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're not already, comment something down below, follow me on Instagram at mr.weasel.art, and check out my other videos. And that's it for today. See you next time. Bye!